want to talk about the latest episode of ThamePo, and I want to talk about that kiss. I want to talk about how that was absolutely a beautiful conclusion to Slowburn, and how this show is just banger after banger. I just love the development of the romance. I just want to talk. Hi, I'm Monique. I am the host of Off by Purple Heart podcast, where I talk to you about K-dramas and C-dramas and BTS and so much more. So much more includes BLs, which I'm talking about a lot more on my podcast because I'm watching so many. ThamePo, I've already reviewed a couple of times already, and I've been really enjoying this show. I've heard some of the criticisms, but one thing that I was actually really enjoying about the show was the slow burn, and I figured it would be around the episode 7, 8, 9 mark where we'd finally close in and we would kind of come to the climax of the story and we would get to the real romance of it. And I actually really admire the fact that this show is doing slow burn properly. Like, if you're getting a 12 episode run, I would assume that by episode 9, 10, there would be like a romantic conclusion, and good Lord, was there one in episode 9. That kiss was majestic. I have to commend William. I have to commend Est. I think their chemistry is really beautiful, how it unfolds. I really love all the little looks between them. I think they do really well in the subtlety of the moments. There are moments in the show where it almost is a little too slow paced, but I think their romance in particular, I actually love the cadence of it, and I love how they move through scenes together. I love the lingering shots on their hands when their hands close together. But what I really, really loved was just through the beginning of Ep 9, and Tam was trying to be a gentleman. He was trying to be a gentleman. He was invited over to Poe's place, and he was being respectful. We love a respectful, gentle king, you know what I'm saying? And I love that there was such innocence and sweetness in their romance, and then only for the morning after for Mars to basically ask him, hey man, what's going on? How are you back already? Like, y'all didn't, smash boots? Like, what's going on? And for Tam to be like, huh? Pikachu face? What? I was being a gentleman. We didn't do anything. We just watched the movie. And the way they were clowning him like crazy. They were clowning him so bad. I thought it was very funny. And I love those moments. I love those moments of levity. I really wish the series would lean more into the comedic moments with the band teasing Tam and him just being like a lost puppy, and then Jun is just like, you seriously went over to his house? Like, he invited you and y'all did nothing, fam? And Dylan is just like, so y'all didn't really smash? No? Weak. It's just so funny to me. I really love the dynamic of the group. I think the group is really fun. I wish that the earlier episodes that chronicled all the problems were received a little bit better. I think there was some weaknesses here and there in the writing of that, but I do think the band has such great chemistry together. And of course, because they're a real band. And of course, they're friends, and their camaraderie really comes through on the screen. But that teasing moment, I was like, I want more of that. That is what I wanted. That's what I wanted from the very beginning. And I loved that scene. But the kiss itself, good Lord, everything about it, the lighting of it, like just the softness of it all, just the intensity in Tam's eyes, the way he is just very dominant in that scene, and just the way he took charge, and just you can see the reverence in Poe's eyes. Like, he is just so astonished. He just kind of looks at him in this wonderment, and that's a kind of romance, that type of desire being so palpable and the tension being that thick that I live for that type of stuff. And I thought that they really executed that well, beautifully. And you can tell that they were comfortable enough that the actual intimate scenes looked like the actors were truly engaged and there wasn't any sign of discomfort, which a lot of people pick up on, and especially in BL territory, you can tell when performers simply just aren't there, and either it's like the lack of experience or just the director really wasn't careful in their craft and really wasn't helping their actors. And I think this is another reason why I love the introduction, at least in the West, of intimacy coordinators to really help actors to be safe in environments and also be able to tap into what is required of the script. But that's going off into a tangent. But the intimate moments, they just looked real. They looked like these two have been falling in love and falling in deeper and deeper in love, and they're just so enchanted by one another. And to see that scene in fruition, it was, to me, it was worth the build-up. I am a slow burn girly, so I am a-okay with the slow burn. Once the payoff is there, the payoff makes it worth it, and you truly buy into the couple and the romance. And I felt like this show did that. I'm not saying that ThamePo was perfect in its entire duration. I do think there were some episodes that are weaker than others, but I think the overall journey in the romance, which is why the majority of the audience is here for, I thought that was sold really well. The only bugaboo I had was with Poe's friend. I understand that she's used as comic relief a lot, and I think she's cute in the most part, and I love that she's still a massive fangirl, and her fangirling is literally what was the catalyst for the story kicking off in the first place. But who shows up to someone's place unannounced and then demands answers to your friend giving you a theoretical question about a potential crush? You come in the middle of the night, you're like, I demand answers because I know who Mr. A is and who's Mr. B, and then just start stormtrooping through someone's house, flipping clothes, flipping tables, going around the place, insistent that you're hiding someone from them. Even if he was, what is that any of your business? Don't come into people's house unannounced and then start ripping through stuff and demanding that they come out and face you. What is the matter with you? Where's the decorum? Where is just uncouth behavior? I sound like such a boomer talking, but I just was like, this is crazy work. Like, how dare you? And I actually like the character. I don't mind the character. I think the actress is super cute too, but I was thinking to myself, like, what is she on? Like, what are you doing? Get the hell out of his house. Get out of there. But yeah, I had to come on and do a quick podcast ep because I absolutely adored the kiss. I think the kiss was just sensational, and I really loved the chemistry of Tam and Poe, and I really like Est, and I really like William, and I think they're a great CP together. I think they're just magical. I don't know what other word to describe them. They are magical, they're iridescent, they sparkle, they glow. I think I'm just really enchanted by them, and I can't put my finger on it, but I just think it's just magic that works, and their behind the scenes stuff is just as cute, and I'm just really looking forward to them being paired off again in the future, and I hope they continue to grow together as a pair, because I know GMMTV loves their fixed pairings, sometimes to a detriment, but I think with these two, I think I would love to see them in another show, and maybe in a different environment that isn't based around music per se, even though I know their backgrounds, and William in particular, him being an idol absolutely helped to sell this role. But I would love to see them in a completely different, like, left field type thing, but I think their chemistry is too good. That needs to be cultivated. But let me know your thoughts. If you're watching via YouTube, like the YouTube video podcast format. Let me know in the comment section below if you're listening via Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I appreciate if you leave your commentary as well. I'm enjoying ThamePo. It's my comfort show. I'm really liking it. I just love the way it's filmed and the romance. It just scratches an itch that I really like. Plus, I read this AO3 fanfic. Woo! And that in accompaniment with this episode, woo! It's crazy. But anyways, that's an aside. You guys take care till the next episode.